Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When we're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Terrapins are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Akbar.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defense.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on.
A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead is 6 in the first.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The inside handoff. Moving past the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Reads it, fires complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Ducks are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Acho. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this.
Bringing it back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. There's the pressure. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Across the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a quick throw out from the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon!
big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
At the 29-yard line. And that's good enough for first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Still on his feet at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the heat. Quarterback got it himself. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They go to the draw. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this.
Oh, he wants it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll take a shot. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. He's loose. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Acho. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in the opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Working the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
31, Maryland, 16.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 10 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Thanks to grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Completes it in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense that
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Terrapins want to move quickly.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Akbar. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Look out, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again.